Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So I just colored my hair this morning and I did a brand that Sally's carries in their store called Generic Value Products. I was very skeptical at first about trying them, but a lot of the products that they have are brands that I already used that I didn't really feel the need to try, but since this one is a brand that they don't really carry in their store, it's called Redkin Shades EQ, and that was the only reason why I decided to try this. But I just realized after everything was all said and done, I finished coloring my hair, I sit down to look at the box to see like all the ingredients, to see if it has toluene in it or PPD and all that information, and see how much gray coverage there is. This is a fucking permanent hair color. I'm pissed. I was so pissed because I'm a once and doneer person. I want a permanent color and I want it to last. I don't know anything about demi-permanents. All I feel is demi-permanent is it's half permanent. It's not fully permanent. That's all I know about it. And for me, I want something permanent that's going to last all month long. I don't want something that's going to last 2 weeks and then I have to redo it. I am a once and doneer and I want it to last just as long. I want it to be like I color my hair and it lasts me a month. And I was pissed when I saw that it was semi-permanent. And honestly, when I shop on eBay, or not eBay, on Sally's, I go just to their permanent section. I don't do anything else. So unless this was like unless they throw demi-permanents in there because it has the name permanent in there. And I was like, I've never tried this brand. They do this with like their there's a couple brands that they do. Like they do like ones for Ion, they do ones for Color Charm and stuff like that. And it's like I've already done those, but I've done the name brand ones. But this one is a Redkin color, which is more of like a salon type color. So that's the only reason why I decided to try it. So if people go to the salon and they know that they get Redkin done in their hair, they could go to Sally's and get it for like a lot cheaper instead of paying like $200 for a box color to put in their hair. Anyways, I was pissed. I was beyond pissed. I was like, I cannot believe I bought a semi-permanent color. And I don't know if anybody else, like, they just like read the description, pick out their color, and they don't really full on read that it's, I don't know, I must have like not have seen that it said semi-permanent, but that's what I got. But this is in the shade Midnight Blue Black in the shade 1B. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, I have no idea. This is gonna last 2 weeks, 2 washes. I don't know if it's gonna last all month. I don't know. I can rant and rave about how mad I am about this situation, mainly because it's a human error on my part, and I kind of do this for everything. Like when I shop online, I will be like, I don't take measurements on stuff. I'll purchase it and be like, oh, that's not exactly what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it would be bigger or smaller, or happens to me all the time. So anyways, I didn't realize that until I was like reading the box to find out all the information, like gray coverage, stuff like that. Doesn't say anything about gray coverage. And you mix this the same exact way that you would mix a permanent color. And I don't know anything about demis, except I feel like demi-permanent means like it's half permanent and not fully permanent. And in my mind, I just think it's a half-ass color if it's demi. It's not, it won't do the full job, but it'll do partial job. But that's just me. I like permanent. I want it to be very low maintenance. I want it to be good coverage for a whole month. And I want it to do the job. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it if you play with color, okay? So say this was like hot pink or something, and you wanted a demi-permanent because you want it to last, but then like 3 weeks later, you want to do like a different shade of pink, or you want it to fade to like, you do hot pink and you want it to fade to like this pink. That's perfectly fine, but you want it to last, so it's not a temporary color. It's a semi-permanent like type thing. I want my color to last, so when I do permanent, I want it to be permanent. I want it to stay for as long as it possibly can. That's just me. I'm not hating on anybody that does demi. It's just not me. It's just not for me, because I know what I want and I know what I look for in a color, and demi ain't it. But anyways, moving on. So this color contains PPD. It's very, very gentle. I had no irritation whatsoever. There's virtually no scent to it, so you didn't really need ventilation. It does stain your sink, or it doesn't stain your sink. It does stain your skin, because even though when I'm doing my hair in the morning, I like to do a face mask. Even though I did a face mask, I slapped myself in the face, and it did manage to get on my skin through the face mask, unfortunately. And it is super messy. This is the liquid hair color, and it's basically, they recommend you doing a brush and a bowl, and it's basically like trying to apply water with a brush and a bowl. It's very messy, so I highly recommend covering everything. Floor, sink, the surrounding areas with towels, dirty, crappy towels, and you'll be good to go, because it's messy. I mean, I was like this over my sink, just like trying to get it on, because it's pretty much like soup. You're just like, could have just poured it on and went, and you're good to go. But yeah. So that's basically all my notes, because this box doesn't tell you if it covers grays. It doesn't really tell you much of anything, except that it's compared to Redkin shade EQ, and it tells you how to mix it, and you color your hair, or you mix it the same way you would do a permanent color. And it just says, if you have resistant hair, process for an extra 15 minutes. So you want to process it for 20 minutes. I did 30. And then if you have gray, you need to do it for 40 minutes. And then if it's super resistant, you need to do it for an extra 15 with a plastic bag or cap or whatever, and heat. And that's all it says. And I don't know. Anyways, I will have to see and play around, and I will let you guys all know on my Instagram page. And if you don't follow it, it's Nina_Gilhousen. And I will let you know how long the color lasts on my head. But overall, it's a really pretty blue-black. It is super dark. I do have one very, very stubborn white hair. Now, I don't get gray. I get like pure Elsa white hair. And it's like right, of course, the guy has to be like right in the front. I usually pluck it out if he's bothering me. This guy right here, you see him? He did not want to be colored at all. But it covered the rest of my grays, or my whites. So that's good. And it's really super dark. Like, I'm actually really liking it. And I can see the blue. Like, I do see the blue. It's not, okay, it's kind of gloomy today. It's also partially sunny here and there. And you can see the blue. I mean, it's not like wow in your face, but I could definitely see it. I hope the camera's picking it up, but I think it's really pretty. I am, like I said, I am still really pissed that it's demi-permanent, But I don't wash my hair every single day. I don't wash my hair a couple times a week or a couple times a day. I wash my hair once a week. So this hair color should last me 2 weeks. We will see. I'm hoping I could push it for a month, but it's demi-permanent, and like I said, I don't know anything about demis. Don't really know how long demi-permanents last. They can last 2 to 3 washes. They can last 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know. Usually permanent hair colors say up to like 4 to 6 weeks, and that's all I know, and that's what I go by, because I want a very low maintenance hair color. And that's just me. And if you are a demi or semi-permanent color lover, person, whatever, that's good for you. I'm glad it works out for you. But for me, I want the most low maintenance hair color ever. I know a lot of people say that, well, why do you choose blue black? I like it because it's such a beautiful color. Yes, it's super dark, but it gives you the blue hints, the blue hues. Yes, I understand you can't necessarily see it unless you're like in the sun or in certain lighting, but like it's very low maintenance, and you get at least 2 weeks out of it before it fades into a jet black. But anyways, this is what the color looks like. I don't hate it. I'm just mad that it's a demi-permanent, and if it was a regular permanent color, I think I would love it more. But I will give you guys all the deets on Instagram on how well it washes out, if it's worth it. I mean, you never know. You never know. It probably will last a month, but I don't know. I mean, it doesn't give me any information about gray coverage. It doesn't tell me like how many weeks it's supposed to last. Nothing. So all I know is that it's like Redkin. So anyways, if you have any other recommendations, I will not do demi-permanents. Only permanents in blue black or violet black. And I only have 1 or 2 more colors in blue black to do, and then I'm moving on to purples. Well, violet black. It's still going to be in the black family, so it's just going to be purple. And I will be moving on to those because I've been getting lots of requests to try those. And I think I've tried pretty much every single blue black drugstore and Sally's on the market. Unless something new comes out or they come out with like a new line to add to that brand that is new that I didn't hear of, let me know. Or sometimes they like to add like another blue to their color family, and if I can find it, I will try it and I will get on it to show you guys and all of that. So yes, let me know in the comments below if there's any other requests or recommendations or anything like that, and I will do my best to find it for you and try it for you. So I will see you next time. Bye, guys.